This new era of men are delusional. They're broke, emotional, and disrespectful, yet they want to be looked at as the head of the household, they want to be respected, and they want to be pampered. You men have to mature. The woman is the greatest gift given to man by God. If you don't believe this, you're following in the ways of your father, the devil. And that's why your home's in such a state of complete hell. This woman is unhappy. She's mentally breaking down. She's suffering from anxiety, stress, and depression. Yet you see not to see it. You see not to realize it. And when she tells you you need a break, you talking about everything you're going through. You're a man. We're built for stress. We're built for pain. We're built to endure. For us to drag our women off the thrones and throw them in a battlefield because we're delusional, it's complete sickness. Stop watching these weird podcasters talking about men are the prize. Men are the prize. No, men are the champions. You forgot who you are.
Good morning. All right, I'm leaving out early today because I'm going to run and pick up my breakfast sandwich. And then I'm headed into the office. And I just want to, something's going on with my backup camera, y'all. I just want to jump on and I want to address something that I think is really interesting. I think this is very interesting. So, good morning. So if you follow me on Instagram, and if you're watching this on YouTube, follow me on Instagram. But if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see me remix or repost other people's reels, right? I will remix or repost other people's reels. And I have remixed or reposted Yada Awakening's reels. And it is very disturbing to a lot of men, okay? Very disturbing. His delivery is very disturbing. What he's saying is very disturbing and triggering to men. Okay, so hear me well. The women are fine with it because we're like, okay, yeah, I get it. But the men are, good morning, the men are feeling a way about him. And I want to come on quickly, try to be quick. And I want to explain to you why I will remix or repost his reels. I'm actually going to tell you why. So you're not left thinking, well, what is she doing? Why is she doing this? Let me tell you why. I have a very specific reason why. So in the Kevin Samuels era, that's what we're going to call it, in the 2 to 3 years that Kevin Samuels was creating viral content, and you all know him, you know his style, and you know his delivery. Okay? You know how he delivered his message. And the men, oh my gosh, they finally felt seen. They felt heard. And they ate it up. They loved every single minute, every second of Kevin Samuels' content. All right? And it was, the women needed to listen. The women needed to hear what he was saying, and the women needed to listen. And finally, we have somebody telling these women about themselves and holding these women accountable. And now that Kevin Samuels, God rest his soul, has passed on, and it's been a year or 2, 3 years. Has it been 2 or 3 years? I think it was 22. It's been 2 years that he passed away. He passed away in 22. And now, because there's nothing new under the sun, y'all, we have Yada Awakening. We have Yada Awakening in his place. But however, what y'all don't like is that he is coming for y'all. That's what y'all don't like. Yada is coming for y'all. He is coming for men. But now men are saying, it's pandering. Get this guy out of here. This guy doesn't know what he's talking about. This guy's crazy delivery. Oh, really? Really? His crazy delivery is not going to help anyone. The way he is talking, the way he is speaking to men is not helpful. It's not going to get men to really listen. Oh, well, I'm confused because you did not have a problem with Kevin Samuels' delivery. You did not have a problem with the way Kevin Samuels spoke to women and how harsh and abrupt he was and how direct he was. That was okay. But Yada delivering a similar message, but to men, it's, oh my gosh, well, it's the way he's delivering. It's the way he's talking to men. And, you know, there's a lot of men that have been raised by single moms, single women, and these men are soft. These men can't handle such a direct approach. These men can't handle such a harsh approach. Really? So I am fascinated by that. Okay? I'm going to pull in here in a minute and get my sandwich so I can look at some of your comments. But as my granddaddy used to say, it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. Because here is the truth that a lot of people, I'm going to say people, not even men, I'm going to say people. Here's the truth that a lot of people cannot swallow. Okay? All that's happening is Yada is delivering a message. He's delivering that message to men, and he's delivering it in a similar style. Okay? He has a similar style to Kevin Samuels, which is a very abrupt, a very direct, very harsh style. And you all thought that was perfectly fine when it was being delivered to women. You thought that was perfectly fine. You loved it. You absolutely loved it because finally you felt like, you know, women were being held accountable. They were finally, you know, being told about themselves, and you love that. But for some reason, you struggle with that when it comes to him talking to men. And this is one thing I've said before. I'm going to say it again. If you come to my platform and your comment is such that it's basically just, you know, it's simplistic or it's an insult, it gets deleted. Right? If you use profanity, it gets deleted. If you call people names, it gets deleted because that's a small mind, right? I don't let small-minded people, you know, I don't leave their comments up under my content. That's a small mind your response to what has been said is an insult. I don't. So, nope. I delete your comment. I hope you had fun leaving it, but I delete it. Okay, good morning, you all. All right, Kevin started by holding men accountable. He did. He held everybody accountable. It's only when he only gained traction when he started coming for women. But yeah, he has a lot of harsh videos towards men. And, you know, I didn't hear men saying, oh, he's pandering to women. So I thought that was interesting. I didn't hear men, you know, attacking him or coming for him saying, oh, he's pandering to women, when he was talking directly to men. But when he turned his vitriol towards women, and that was primarily what he did because he gained traction doing that. Now, oh, yeah, y'all need to listen and da-da-da. So, but again, Yada is simply coming for men. And now you don't like it. And, oh, I don't like his delivery. Isn't that interesting? That's why I posted. Because to me, he's doing exactly what Kevin Samuels did. He's just talking to you all. And so, just like women were telling you, remember, women were telling you, well, it's the way he's saying it. It's his delivery. His delivery is very harsh. His delivery is very cruel. Okay. But y'all didn't say that then. You didn't listen then. Now, all of a sudden, well, it's his delivery. It's this clown, and ain't nobody gonna listen to him if he's shouting, if he's yelling, if he's doing it. And look, he's not cursing. He's not, he's not completely disrespecting y'all. He's saying some things that just happen to be true for a percentage of the male population. But he's not, out and out disrespecting you. I've seen Kevin Samuels cuss women clean out and just comfort them. Now he is, he's using some very direct language, and he's calling y'all dusties or bums but again, I'm going to go back to, I've seen Kevin Samuels do something similar. So She said, where's the accountability? They also have no issue yelling at women. Exactly. So what's the difference? Our community has to be fixed on both sides. I agree. Men sharpen men, so I'm sure it's a beneficial approach, as was Kevin Samuels. I hope he has a balanced approach like KS. But here's the thing. One of the comments that I read this morning when I looked at it was that because men today are so soft, that approach won't work with today's man. That the approach has to be different. And to me, it's like, okay, but you're making his point. Like, you're kind of making his point by saying that. Still can't believe you hated Houston. We're not that bad, but I love your content. Have a great one. Thank you. Yeah, no, Houston's not for me. When the Derek Jackson thing happened, it exposed the whole pandering claims as legit. Yes, it did. Like I said, we're talking about Derek Jackson. And to me, come on, y'all. I could see through him like glass. Like, come on. Like, we're not even going to use him as an example because we could see through him like glass. Like, you had to, what are you, Stevie Wonder? You can't see through him? No. The truth doesn't always come out nicely. It is simply a firm tone that is unfamiliar in broken homes. Agreed. And I told you, I come from a different generation. I'm used to how men talk. I'm used to how harsh, how abrupt, how direct. Like none of this, Kevin Samuels, yada, none of this is shocking to me. None of this hurts my feelings. None of this shuts me down. Like I'm not built like that. Okay. I'm built different. So it's like, okay, this is a message for me. This is a message I need to hear. I need to get my ish together. I'm built different. It's this modern day millennial Gen Z that says, you know, they need it a certain way and they need it at a certain time and they need it in a certain tone. That's y'all. But ain't no way he's talking make me feel a way at all. At all. What does that mean? Men of today are soft. Please explain. So one of the things that my male friends have taught me over the years is they always say this, and I believe it's true. Every now and again, I'll sit in a conversation with them and I'll ask them to be uncensored. The way they talk to each other, when I tell you, the way they talk to each other, it is so hard. It is so harsh. It is so direct. And they insult each other. Like they come for each other. They insult each other. They come for each other. When a man holds another man accountable, like, I'm just like, okay, let me get out of here. Because as a woman, it's rough. My dad, same thing. It's rough. You hear him talk to his male friends, it's beyond rough. But today's men, like, because there's no masculinity role model. Hold on a second.
Thank you for the Panera. What can I get for you?
I'm here to pick up a rapid order.
What's the last name?
Is Anita or Stoudmire?
Stoudmire.
Yeah.
You can pull for it.
Thanks. But I know that. I know men talking with men, like when they believe it's just men in the room, it's a whole different conversation. But today's man, see, they've never experienced that. Thank you. Thanks so much. They've never experienced that. So it hurts their little feelings. They like the gentleman who left the comment said, they've been raised by women. And those are the conversations they've been having. They've been having conversations. They've been listening to women. They've been having conversations like women. They don't have conversations like men. And so, you know, men talking hurts their little feelings. Accountability feels like a personal attack to the immature. Exactly. It is a sensitivity to constructive criticism. Yes. Yep. So just understand that. Where am I going? I'm trying to get to work. Just understand that, and it's the same for women, if I could be honest. It's the same for women. So women who have not had healthy masculine role models, women who have not been around good, healthy men, when they hear men correct them, when they hear men lead or suggest or say, hey, we're going to do it this way, they immediately buck back. They immediately see it as control. right? They immediately buck back. They see it as control. They see it as misogynistic. They see it as, fill in the blank. They have no idea what healthy male leadership looks like. Because again, I've seen my daddy, please. My daddy been running this for a long time. A long time. Ain't nothing shocking about it to me. And look, I'm so well groomed, so well trained. And like I said, when men are talking, I don't talk when men are talking. When men are talking, I don't talk. Okay? That's how well groomed Anita is. When men are talking, I don't talk. And look, this whole cutting a man off, that's woo. Let's go here. Today's modern woman, y'all love cutting a man off. That is the height of disrespect. That is the height of disrespect. And every man I talk to, every man that comes in my counseling practice, every man is like, Anita, I can't get a word out edgewise. I can't express myself. I can't say how I feel, what I think. As soon as I start talking, she start talking. Like, y'all need to check yourself. Because I am well groomed. I am well trained in the ways of men and disrespect. I do not talk when men are talking. Period. So a lot of y'all need to learn that. Okay? But men dealing with men, it's different. Like I said, my dad has laid hands on both my brothers. I've watched it. And I just, all I could do was stand in the corner and cry. Like, I was like, it's real bad. Like, I can't do nothing with that. That's masculine bumping up against masculine. I can't get in that. And look, when I was younger and me and my girlfriends, this is in college, we would be out and guys would get, somebody would step on somebody's shoes. It would be dumb stuff, right? And they would get heated, they would start rah-rahing with each other. And look, the girlfriends would call themselves jumping in. I'm thinking to myself, baby, you ain't got no daddy at home. And I'm going to say that to modern women today. If you ever in your life think about getting in the middle of a fight between two men, you ain't got no daddy at home. Like, that's a fast way to tell you ain't got no father. Because Anita go the other way. I don't get in between men. I don't try to stop no fight. I let men do what men do. I sure do. So that's a fast way for you to, number one, get hurt. And number two is telling me you ain't got no father at home. Like I said, I'm trained in the ways of men. Sometimes men need to handle other men. It's the same with the mother getting in the middle of a father disciplining his son. That's called none of your business, okay? None of your business if your son's father is trying to discipline his boy. That's called none of my business. Okay? But some of y'all, again, you don't have healthy masculine role models. You have not seen healthy masculinity modeled to you. So you are all in the mix of something that don't have nothing to do with you. You need to mind your business. You need to mind the feminine business that pays you. Okay? But that is why I posted that reel. And I have posted other reels by him. Because I'm like, oh, isn't this interesting? We finally see the Kevin Samuels, the Kevin Samuels model, like that model of that style of addressing people, but it's aimed towards men. Let's see how men like it. Let's see how men feel about it. And the men have spoken. Oh, it's stupid. Oh, he dumb. He this, he that. All y'all can do is name call. He pandering. Oh, that's not gonna work. That's not a good tone. That's not a good delivery. I'm sorry, but I thought it was. I thought it was good for women. I thought, it's good for women. It's good for women to get that delivery. It's good for women to hear this stuff and hear it very directly and in a tone that is harsh and abrupt and rough. You mean to tell me men can't hear it that way? I'm confused. Because y'all seem to think it was good enough for women, and that women needed to take it on the chin and they needed to learn and grow. Anyway, so that's why. Okay, so let it now forever be known that if I post or remix any of his reels, now you know my intention behind it. You don't have to pretend. You don't have to make up a story or a narrative. I just told you. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. The reality is this: Kevin Samuels, he was not wrong. He comes from my generation. He and I are close to the same age. I did not disagree with what he was saying. I just believe that, yes, there is a way that men talk to women, and there is a way that men talk to men. And I'll always say that. Okay? I would not engage with a man who was talking to me nasty, who was talking to me cussing, who was talking to me harsh. I don't engage with men like that because I'm a woman. And if that man doesn't know the difference, like if he wants to engage with me like he engages with men at the barbershop, that's not the man for me. That's it. That's it. That's why I did want him to change his delivery if his audience was female. And he can talk to men differently because in my mind, men can accept, a different type of talking to. But apparently today's man can't. Today's man is so feminized that they want the female version. Okay, but that was it. That's why. Okay, that's why I posted, because I want to see how men respond to someone having a similar delivery, but instead of talking to women, he's talking to men. And I got my answer. Y'all don't like it. Y'all don't like it. You don't like it. And all you want to do is call names and say simp and tell us he's pandering. Like there's no critical thinking behind your response other than to insult him or call him names or call him a simp. Okay. Like I said, all it's doing is showing your lack of critical thinking. All it's doing is showing your small mind. That's really all you're doing. My mind is small. I don't have really any real argument based on anything substantial. I'll just come on Anita's comments and call him a name, and your comment will get deleted. Like I said. So I hope you enjoyed making that comment because it'll get deleted. That's it. But the gentleman who left his comment about, today's man is soft and he can't handle that and this and that. Okay, you just proved our point. Like, okay, and I agree with him. I agree with everything he wrote, his comment, but I'm like, yeah, that's kind of proving the point, though. Is the fact that a man has to encourage and inspire and talk to other men in a feminine way, that's not good. That's not good at all. That's not good. That's saying something about where we are and what we got going on. So, all right, have a great day. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you all. It's a beautiful day here. It's going to be like in the 90s. I have a game night tonight, so I'm hoping to get a nap before then because I don't know why. I'm not sleeping that great, and I have no idea why. I'm having a lot of crazy dreams, and I'm just not sleeping well. So I'm going to pray about that. God might be trying to download something in me, but I need to get better sleep. So have a great day. Thank you for joining, and as always, stay open to love.